My parents always said they loved both of us equally. That's what they told everyone. That's what they probably even believed. But somehow I was always the invisible one. The backup daughter. The one they forgot to ask about. Until the day my face showed up on the evening news. And suddenly, for the first time in my life, I existed. But here's the thing. The news wasn't for something bad. It was the best moment of my entire life. And I never expected that one moment would change everything. My name is Ava. I'm 16. I live in a small town in North Carolina with my parents and my older sister, Madison. Madison is 18. She's beautiful, smart, athletic, and basically perfect. At least that's what everyone says, including my parents. Growing up, I always felt like I was living in her shadow. And I don't mean that in a dramatic way. It was just the reality. Madison got straight A's. I got A's and B's. Madison was captain of the volleyball team. I played too, but I sat on the bench most of the time. Madison had tons of friends. I had a few close ones. Madison was confident and outgoing. I was quiet and thoughtful. And my parents, they adored her. Every dinner conversation revolved around Madison's achievements. Her scholarship offers. Her college applications. Her boyfriend. Her plans. It wasn't like they ignored me completely. They'd ask how school was and I'd say fine, and that was it. They never pushed. Never dug deeper. Because Madison always had something more exciting to talk about. I tried not to let it bother me. I told myself it was normal. That parents naturally gravitate toward the kid who shines brighter. But deep down, it hurt. A lot. When I got a good grade, my parents would say, nice job, and move on. When Madison got a good grade, there was a celebration. When I made the honor roll, they'd nod and smile. When Madison made the honor roll, they'd post about it on Facebook with paragraphs about how proud they were. Even at school, I couldn't escape it. Teachers would see my last name and immediately say, oh, you're Madison's sister. She was one of my best students. And I'd smile and nod even though inside I was screaming, I'm not her. I'm me. But the moment that really broke me, it happened one night at dinner. I just found out I'd been accepted into a summer writing program. It was competitive. Only 20 students from across the state got in. I was so excited. I thought finally something that's just mine. Something they'll be proud of. I waited for the right moment to tell them. Madison was talking about her volleyball tournament. My parents were hanging on her every word. When she finally finished, I took a breath and said, I have some good news too. My mom looked at me. Oh, what's that, sweetie? I got into the state writing program, I said, trying to keep my voice steady. It's a really big deal. Only 20 kids got accepted. That's great, honey, my dad said. Then he turned back to Madison. So what time is your game on Saturday? That was it. No questions. No celebration. Just, that's great, and back to Madison. I felt my chest tighten. I excused myself and went to my room. I didn't cry. I was too numb to cry. I just sat on my bed and stared at the acceptance letter in my hands, wondering why it wasn't enough. Why I wasn't enough. After that night, something shifted in me. I stopped trying to impress them. What was the point? No matter what I did, Madison would always be the star. So I just existed. I went to school. I did my homework. I wrote in my journal. But I stopped sharing. I stopped hoping for validation. Because hoping hurt too much. I started spending more time alone. In my room writing stories. At the library reading. At the park just sitting and thinking. My friends noticed I was quieter, but they didn't push. And honestly, I was grateful. Because I didn't know how to explain what I was feeling without sounding bitter or jealous. The truth is, I wasn't jealous of Madison. Not really. I didn't want to be her.